Hey guys, welcome back. I'm here today with in my mailbox. These are books I received yesterday in the mail from a company called bookcloseouts.com. It's kind of a bargain seller, online bookseller. And this is the first time I've ordered from them. I've been kind of checking out their website and looking at some of the titles they have on offer, and they usually have some really good prices. And the other day I saw mention that they had like another additional sale on top of a lot of their prices for select books. So I went through and searched, and I found about like 13 titles of books that I'd been kind of interested in and wanted to check out. So I decided to give them a try. I literally ordered these on the 21st, and they arrived on the 20. What are we today? 29. They came in on the 28th. So really quick delivery. So I was quite pleased with them, and the condition too. Like I said, these are remainder books, so you will find some like remainder marks on some of the books. Some are next to nothing. I mean, this one's got just one tiny little dot, but the rest of it, the shapes of the book's condition seemed really good. So I was quite pleased with the order, and I'll probably be ordering them from them again. In fact, this little bookmark they included has a $7 off discount code, which is good all the way through March 31st, 2014. So that was a nice little addition in there too. So I was quite pleased with them. If you get a chance, check them out. Now, on to the books I got. You'll recognize quite a few of these probably. I picked up a copy of Beastly, and that's by Alex Flinn. It's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. And like I said, it's in really great shape. And just has that one little remainder mark on there. This is actually not a sticker, it's imprinted on the book. But it doesn't bother me. I know some people don't like it. It's kind of like advertising. Read it before you see it. It's advertising for the movie, but that's cool. But yeah, I've been wanting to read that. A lot of people have been talking about it. I did get a copy, and I've read the Michael Grant books all the way up to Fear. I haven't read the last one yet, but I kind of just checked them out and stuff, or read them on as ebooks, I think it was. So I want to get some physical copies of it. So I managed to pick up Hunger, and book 2, and then book 3, Lies. The Lies is the hardcover one. Most of these books I forgot to mention are almost all of them under $3, except for 2. Lies is one of them. This one cost me $3.49. And it's an excellent shape. Just like I said, it has the one remainder mark. And the dust jacket's in excellent shape. The book itself, no dents or anything. The pages are nice and neat. It's perfectly good shape. So same thing with the you have just a little wear there. That's all I noticed anywhere else on the book. It seems to be in great shape, and then just the remainder mark. So again, I got those 2. And then I shown a while back that I had this one book called House of Dark Shadows, about this mysterious house that's got secret passages that take people into different times and places. And I've been trying to get the whole set. I managed to pick up book 4 at, I think it was Half Price Books. And when I was checking through this book closeout site, I happened to see book 2 and 3, so I was really happy with that. And this is book 2, Watcher in the Woods, and Robert Liparulo is the author. There's the spine in the back. And this one actually has no remainder marks whatsoever. It's perfect shape. And this is book 3, Gatekeepers. And there's the spine. And there's like one more still. I think that's the last one is called Whirlwind. So I still have to get a hold of that one. Then I'll have the whole series. And it sounds really cool. So I was really happy to get a hold of those on the site. And then also a while back I had picked up this book, Chronicles of Nick Infinity, at Big Lots. I got it for like, I think it was like 99 cents or so. And I happened to come across book 2 at Book Closeouts, and that is Invincible. And it's by Sherrilyn, Kenyon. This is book 2. This is a series that's got like werewolves and zombies and dark hunters that are vampire slayers. It sounds really cool, so this is apparently her teen series. She usually writes like romance and stuff, so looking forward to reading those. And then I picked up one of my favorite authors I've mentioned on some of my other videos is Kim Harrison. She writes the Hollow series, Dead Witch Walking being book 1. And she also has this teen series. It's a trilogy. Came out back in 2009, and I had gotten an advanced copy at the time called Once Dead, Twice Shy. This was book 1. And it's got like Dark Reapers and angels. It follows this girl named Madison Avery, who's killed by a Dark Reaper at her prom. And before he can finish off the job and steal her soul, she steals this amulet that the Dark Reaper's wearing around his neck, and thus steals his power, and sort of inherits his job, too. So it's a really cool series by her. I really enjoyed it, and there's a lot of humor in it. And when I was checking through the site here, I happened to come across book 2, which is Early to Death, Early to Rise. And they haven't had a kind of a cover change since the original one. I kind of like the look of the first one better, but I think all of them have now got new covers on them, and the third book is entitled Something Deadly This Way Comes. So looking forward to get a hold of them again and giving them another reread, because I really enjoyed them. So if you get a chance, check them out, look it out on Goodreads, and get a little bit better synopsis of it. But really enjoy her writing. Then I happened to pick up a copy of Rachel Hawkins' Hex Hall, and I've been hearing a lot about this one. I'll read a little bit about the back here. It's not too long. When 16-year-old Sophie Mercer discovers she's a witch, she imagines life will be full of magic, fun, and well, broomsticks. But her first attempt at love spell goes disastrously wrong, and as punishment, Sophie is shipped off to Hecate, or Hex Hall, a reform school for witches, shapeshifters, and fairies. By the end of her first day, among her fellow freak teens, Sophie has quite a scorecard. 3 powerful enemies who look like supermodels, a feudal crush on a gorgeous warlock, a creepy tag-along ghost, and a new roommate who happens to be the most hated person on campus, and the only vampire. Worse, Sophie soon learns that a mysterious predator has been attacking students, and her only friend is the #1 suspect. Yeah, I'd seen a lot of good reviews on it. I thought I'd check it out. When I got this copy, I see it says Simon & Schuster UK, so this must be the UK cover. I know, like, the US, I have, like, that kind of reflection video cover. It's got a person up this way, and they flip it over, and there's a different image the other way. I gotta tell you, though, I don't like any of the covers. I think this one is just glitzy and horrible with this strange mask behind these girls. I don't know. I don't like any of the covers, but I'm interested in the story, and I thought I'd check it out, so we'll see how it is. Then I also got a couple of these other books. I'm not too sure about this one. I'm just going to read it. It sounded interesting. I think I first saw it on Mr. Richard Denny's channel, and it's called Doppelganger. It's by, and his name is really hard to read, David Stahler Jr. That's the cover. I actually only got this one for like 99 cents. And that's got just a little remainder mark. And I'll read the back of it too, because I'm really not quite sure what it's about. He can't help it. He's coming to take a life and then live it. Doppelgangers are monsters, hardwired for murder. They are not supposed to have doubts, but this one does. He wishes he could be different. More human, maybe, but even that can't stop him from killing people, so he can take their places and live their lives. He has to do it. It's who he is. But when the doppelganger murders a small-town teenager, assumes his shape, and takes over his life, he's shocked by the world he steps into. Engulfed in a whirlwind of peer pressure, messy family dynamics, and a provocative relationship with a beautiful girl, he quickly learns that there's more than one way to be human, and many ways to be a monster. Told in the tortured voice of a most extraordinary teen, this contemporary Gothic romance brews a captivating combination of violence, desire, and atonement. Here's the story of a monster yearning for a human life. So, yeah, that does sound kind of cool. For 99 cents, you know, what the heck. I'll give it a shot. Then another one I wasn't too sure, but it just seemed kind of interesting. It's by Rae Mariz, The Unidentified. And there's the spine. And the back. And again, this one just has the one remainder mark. Everything else seems in good shape. And I'll read the synopsis on this one as well. 15-year-old Katie, a.k.a. The Kid, goes to school in The Game, a mall converted into a school run by corporate sponsors. As the students play their way through the levels, they are also creating products and being used for market research by the sponsors, who are watching them 24/7 on video cameras. Kid has a vague sense of unease, but doesn't question the existence until one day she witnesses a shocking anti-corporate prank. She follows the clues to uncover the identities of the people behind it and discovers an anonymous group that calls itself the Unidentified. Intrigued by their counterculture ideas and enigmatic leader, Kid is drawn into the group. But when the Unidentified's pranks and even Kid's own identity are co-opted by the sponsors, Kid decides to do something bigger, something that could change the game forever. This funny, sharp, thought-provoking novel heralds the arrival of a stunning new voice in teen fiction. So, apparently debut novel, so I don't know, I'm still not quite sure what exactly it is, but I'll check it out and I'll let you know. Then I also picked up this one. It's by Mary E. Pearson, The Adoration of Jenna Fox. And I really like the cover on that. It's kind of really neat. I think it suits from what I've read about the back, but I'll read the synopsis for you. 17-year-old Jenna Fox has just awoken from a year-long coma. So she's been told, and she is still recovering from the terrible accident that caused it. But what happened before that? She's been given home movies chronicling her entire life, which sparked memories to surface. But are the memories really hers? And why won't anyone in her family talk about the accident? Jenna is becoming more curious, but she is also afraid of what she might find out, if she ever gets up the courage to ask her questions. What happened to Jenna Fox, and who is she really? So, yeah, it sounds really kind of intriguing. There's some kind of hidden mystery about it. And I like the fact that there's, like, puzzle pieces, like she's trying to piece together her life. So, that sounds really neat. Looking forward to reading that. Then I picked up this one. It sounds like a YA post-apocalyptic kind of thing by Anna Carey. It's Eve. And I've seen this on a lot of people's reviews. I've seen kind of hits or misses on this, and this is just a little remainder mark on that. And for those of you who don't know what it's about, I will read the inside. 16 years after a deadly virus wiped out most of Earth's population, the world is a perilous place. 18-year-old Eve has never been beyond the heavily guarded perimeter of her school, where she and 200 other orphan girls have been promised a future as the teachers and artists of the new America. But the night before her graduation, Eve learned the shocking truth about her school's real purpose, and the horrifying fate that awaits her. Fleeing the only home she's ever known, Eve sets off on a long, treacherous journey, searching for a place she can survive. Along the way, she encounters Arden, her former rival from school, and Caleb, a rough, rebellious boy living in the wild. Separated from men her whole life, Eve has been taught to fear them, but Caleb slowly wins her trust, and her heart. He promises to protect her, but when soldiers begin hunting them, Eve must choose between true love and her life. In this epic new series, Anna Carey imagines a future that is both beautiful and terrifying. Readers will revel in Eve's timeless story of forbidden love and an extraordinary adventure. So, that sounds kind of cool. I know the sequel, I think, has already been released, too, so I want to get going on this one so I can not fall too far behind on that series. And the last one I picked up, I think I first saw this one on Danny Marks YA's channel, and it's by Andrew Smith. It's the Marbury lens. I think it's kind of got a steampunk feel to it. And here's the spine. I really like the cover. I'm thinking those glasses is kind of cool, but again, I'll read the synopsis of this for you. 16-year-old Jack gets drunk and is in the wrong place at the wrong time. He is kidnapped. He escapes narrowly. The only person he tells is his best friend, Connor. When they arrive in London as planned for summer break, a stranger hands Jack a pair of glasses. Through the lenses, he sees another world called Marbury. There is a war in Marbury. It is a desolate and murderous place where Jack is responsible for the survival of 2 younger boys. Connor is there too, but he's trying to kill them. Meanwhile, Jack is falling in love with an English girl and afraid he's losing his mind. Connor tells Jack it's going to be okay, but it's not. Andrew Smith has written his most beautiful and personal novel yet, as he explores the nightmarish outer limits of what trauma can do to our bodies and our minds. So, sounds like some creepy pair of glasses to wear. Yeah, so, I don't know, kind of curious to see what that's all about. Sounds pretty neat, so I'll check it out and let you know. So, that's my awesome deal from, again, bookcloseouts.com. I'm definitely going to be checking into them again. And search their site. They've got some really great deals. They sometimes have autographed copies that are really cheap as well, too. So that's all I have for you today. And hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye-bye.